I've seen towns that have gone through disasters that would equate to our flood, and towns that have had oil booms, but I've never really seen one do both at the same time. So every single department is stressed, the infrastructure's stressed. That includes fire and police, and you know, the resources aren't there to do everything at once. The most important thing for the fire department is the actual physical size of the city. The city has grown from about 15 square miles to somewhere around 26 and a half, 27 square miles, and going up. That presents the biggest difficulty for the fire department to maintain response times within the industry standard, which is first station in 5 minutes, or all of the stations there in 8 minutes, 90% of the time. The biggest change for the inspection department, the fire marshal and 2 inspectors, is every piece of new construction requires 2 or 3 or 4 inspections by the fire inspectors. They have to inspect the sprinkler system. They have to inspect to ensure all of the walls and floors are sealed before the sheetrock goes on. So it takes an enormous amount of time out of the fire marshal's schedule to just deal with new construction. More importantly is that we want to be able to provide the service that every citizen deserves and provide it equally throughout the city. I think we're going to be looking at expansion in several areas. It's really difficult right now to keep up with the direction the city's growing in. We are looking right now at the southeast part of the city, which is expanded all the way out to 80th Street along the bypass. There's a new water tower in at 72nd. We're looking in the area of the 55th Crossing development for a possible fire station. Nothing's been decided yet, but that's one of the possibilities. There's areas northwest that are outside our response zones. There's areas to the southeast in the new developments out towards the country club that are getting to be a long way from a fire station. So there's lots of areas of concern. The biggest hurdle for all emergency work is personnel. The expense, the ongoing expense of personnel. If you build a fire station and spend whatever it takes to build that station, that's done. But you have to hire, to man one fire station with a minimum of 3 people, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, takes 12 firefighters. You have to have extra firefighters to do that, to cover vacations and sick leave. So you would have to hire 12 firefighters to open a station. And that's an ongoing expense. That's forever. The salaries, the benefits, those types of things. So the construction, those things, those are one-time expenses. The main hurdle is personnel. It used to be the fire department was a career. We hired someone, they worked their career for the fire department, and they retired. Right now, we've turned over 20 young firefighters have left the department in the last 3 years. And that's out of a total of 48 in the fire control division. Luckily for us, there is not a lot of hiring going on in the fire service away from North Dakota because of the economy. And so we've been able to bring some people in. The downside of that is sometimes they spend a winter here and decide to go back to California. So we have lost some that we've brought, but we have also gained. We've got a good young group of firefighters, but we are very inexperienced right now.